He was about to sleep with this girl he really likes, and then his depression medication made his erection disappear. I tried to make him feel better. I told him about the time I was about to sleep with a girl I really like, and then my schizophrenia medication made her disappear. Which I think is worse in the grand scheme of things. I do have a girlfriend, actually. She recently asked me to be more masculine, so I told her to be a good girl and shut the fuck up. I don't know what you want me to join the mafia and never wash my ass, like what? Or the staples of masculinity she wants me to do. I don't feel that attached to my masculinity. Like, if like a burglar broke into my girlfriend and I's apartment, and only one of us could go fight them, it would be me, but only because she's weak. Like, not because I'm like a man protecting my woman. She just can't fight. She's pitiful. But if I was like dating Ronda Rousey, you better believe my ass is staying in bed and go take care of that sweetie. See you in 8 minutes for our pegging session. Afterwards, I'll do something gay like wash my ass. My girlfriend actually broke up with me a couple months ago, but it doesn't really feel like it because we still live together. She still gets mad at me for shit that only a girlfriend would get mad over, like not helping with chores and other things I wouldn't have to do if I lived with men. I'm glad we at least weren't married because I don't have to worry about like alimony or any of that shit. And I get why that exists because you want your spouse to like have the same lifestyle they had when you were married. But then what about like all the people like me in their early 20s who have to move out from like a nice 1-2-story house and pay $1,500 a month in rent to live in an apartment with rats in it? Where's our alimony? You know, I think parents should have to pay alimony to their kids. Call it child support, yeah. Something like that. I've been seeing some more of those benches with armrests in them popping up. And I say armrests because it feels like they're really just there just to stop homeless people from sleeping. And I get why they do it, is because they don't want homeless people hanging around napping near businesses that might, scare off the customers. But you know what's scarier than a homeless guy sleeping? Is a homeless guy standing up. If I'm going to Big Boy at 11 p.m., I'd much rather see a hobo sleeping than a hobo fucking running around on crack, can't sleep, because the Voss family put barricades in his mattress. Doesn't make no sense. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm an English major, and we had to spend a lot of time analyzing the English language and stuff. There's this phrase we use that I realize doesn't really make any sense, and it's the phrase quote unquote, because people usually put the quote after saying unquote, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Like if you walk up to me and you're like, hey man, I bet there just said quote unquote suck my dick. That sounds to me like you want me to suck your dick, and that guy back there just says shit. Minding his own business, or give or take a blowjob. My mom got a new dog recently. His name is Bilbo, which is a shitty name, but he's a shitty dog, so it's just dyslexic dildo is what that means. But we had to get him neutered, whereas my mom called it, we had to get him fixed, which I think is weird. Like, he was broken when he could have sex. I'm afraid your dog can come, we have to take him in for repairs. Just call it what it is, cutting off his balls. It's bad enough they do that, and they put that cone around his head so it looks like a walking martini glass. Can't even like investigate the area, find out what happened. It's one thing to take a man's testicles, it's another thing to take his peripheral vision. Live by that. And I get why they do it, because they don't want dogs to fuck and then make too many dogs and then there's, a surplus of dogs. But then you don't have to do it if your dog is gay. Happy Pride Month. How do you know if your dog is gay? We'll take him to the park and see who he humps. Or see who humps him and he doesn't move. Your gay dog might be a bottom, I'm afraid. I'm just saying, if Somebody strapped me down, cut off my balls, put me under anesthesia. Well, hopefully not in that order, but if they did that and then told me they fixed me, I'd have to fucking murder someone. I was hanging out with this friend who is a girl. I don't want to say female friend, that sounds kind of weird, but they have a vagina and identify with said vagina. There we go. And we were hanging out and we were playing Simon Says. She's 9, obviously. This is 21, but you know. We were just playing Simon Says, and I think she was trying to put me in jail because it was my turn. She was like, okay, Marcus, Simon Says flex. Okay. Simon Says do a jumping jack. Okay. And then she said, fuck me. Wasn't sure if I should go through with that. She pounced on me, and then we had happy consensual sex for like 30 minutes. And afterwards, I was like, oh, you're gonna fucking call the cops, aren't you? I was like, officer, no, I understand Simon didn't consent, but she did. Okay? I guess Simon Says, go to the cop. Are very funny, officer, very funny. And I brought up this concern to her, and she's like, oh, don't worry, I was just like exploring like the little taboo kink stuff, and I was like, okay. And then we had sex again, and then after that, I took this weird pill by my bedside, and I swallowed it, and then she just vanished out of nowhere. It was really weird. Alright, let's go set. Thank you.
Alright, give it up for Ryan. First off, if you ask your dad what he wants to do for Father's Day, and he said, I want to go to Wyoming and listen to some comedians talk about their dicks, you got yourself a cool fucking dad. A little bit about me, I've been married for 14 years. 14 years, Nikki, that's 9 years on the first one. Going on 5 on the second one. Ever meet someone and then right when you meet them they tell you they've been divorced and you're thinking to yourself, I can totally see you divorced. Like, I just met you and I think I know whose fault it is, actually. So you learn a lot about yourself going through something like that. And I learned a lot about myself and my kids. At the time my son was 5 and my daughter was 3, and I learned that little girls way smarter than little boys. Like, it's not even close. I remember my son came downstairs and he's like, Dad, where's the couch? And I'm like, dude, it's at Mom's apartment. I told you that. 2 weeks later, he's like, Dad, where's the couch? And my daughter's like, it's at Mom's apartment. They have different love languages. So I got the house, which was great. But I also got the gigantic mortgage that came with the house. And it was tight for a long time, but I realized they don't ask you the right questions when you apply for a loan, do they? They're like, all right, Mr. Jarvis, how's your credit? I'm like, well, I have good credit. And how is your income? I have an income. They're like, okay. Mr. Jarvis, is your wife's boss more successful than you? I don't see how that's important. Turns out to be very important. So then we entered dating 2.0, and dating at 35 was way different than 25. 25, you hit the dance floor at 1:45 in the morning, you make out, you get somebody pregnant, you get married. That's dating at 25. Dating at 35, it's like, well, when do you have your kids? And when do I have my kids? And, well, you can't do it next week because you have to take your parents to a nursing home. It's very, very different. And I was on all of the dating apps. I was on all of them. I was on Tinder and Bumble and Match and Grindr just to keep my options open. Which is sad though, right? Because I know now that I was just lonely. I was just trying to fill the hole in my heart with other holes. It's not healthy. So I got remarried, and my wife, my new wife, my second wife, she loves it when I call her my second wife. We have little nicknames for each other. She now she has 2 stepkids, and we want a baby of our own. So far, no such luck. Anytime you want to make a baby, it's not happening. Sex becomes science. And if you've ever been to the fertility clinic, the girls got it rough, the guys got it easy. The girls get surgeries and poked and prodded and medication. Guys, we just have to jerk off into a test tube. I have jerked off into a test tube so many times, I need a test tube to get aroused. When you're trying to make a baby, there's a very important day of the month. It's called Ovulation Day. Ovulation Day is a wonderful day. It means no matter what, I get laid. Right? Oh, I forgot to put away the dishes. I'm still getting laid. I forgot to put the garage door down last night. I'm still getting laid. The downside is, even if you get into a huge fight, you still have to have sex. Because in a couple days, the fight's not even going to even matter, right? You still have to try. That's what happened to us. It was probably a tiny little fight, and it built up into something big. To this day, I have no idea what it was, but I probably said something stupid like, well, I should have married your sister. Here's the thing about I should have married your sister. If you're going to say something that mean, you have to already have your pillow and your blanket on the couch. She's not going to let you back in to get your stuff. You have to be prepared to say something like that. Okay? So we got to a big fight. We still have to have sex. Everybody come on into my bedroom real quick. Come on in. So she's lying there. Lights are out. She's naked. I'm in my socks and shirt. Whatever. It's science. It's not romance, right? And she is so mad at me. I'm not a big fan of her. We still have to do it. So we start going. She starts crying. Do you know how hard it is to orgasm when the person you're with is crying? I mean, not you predators, but like just normal people. It's so difficult. She's not going to get there. She doesn't get there when she's in a good mood. I have to get there. Right? So I'm in there and I am like right here. Right? I'm thinking about every Instagram model I can think of. I'm thinking about her sister. I'm thinking about whatever I can think of. Alas, no baby. But tonight is ovulation night. Wish me luck.
Keep going, Brian D. Brian D.
Alright, you guys have questions? I've done a lot of shows, and now I do this story. And I figured everyone would just move on past it. As it turns out, people want answers. So, I broke my clavicle. A couple weeks ago, I broke my clavicle longboarding, which was a reminder that one, black people shouldn't be longboarding. You agree already? Yeah. You said it like I told you. And two, smoking still kills. Because I was on my way to get cigarettes. And since I had smoked too much weed as well, I also needed some nachos. And because I needed nachos, I had to go to a specific gas station. And I'll tell you, the convenience stores at Speedway were not too convenient that night. That's really what did me in. I saw a friend after I got the sling, saw me in the sling, he goes, man, you're gonna get so much sympathy, pussy, dude. You're just gonna be fucking. I was like, what are you talking about? In this condition, fucking? It's not an option. With it, I can barely do the sex. You have to have a certain aggression and range of motion for fucking. I'm more of a do the sex kind of guy. Right now, sex has to be done to me. Which honestly, that's the usual, if I'm being honest. My name is Hunter, it's a pretty white name, I'm sorry about it. I am pretty white when it comes to black guys, so I think it makes sense.
Still beautiful.
Thank you, I appreciate it. You all might not know this, but the only affirmation, the only
I'm sure you guys have heard of the ancestry service 23andMe. Yeah, 23andMe was originally a documentary idea I had about the black population of my hometown. From what I could count. Exactly. From what I could count, this is about a third. And then whatever you call me, I guess. It is Father's. Give it up for all the fathers in the house. I know. It's getting regarded at this point. I am a father myself. Thank you, I appreciate it. I didn't try. It is weird, dude. All you have to do is just come once, and then you just get cookouts forever. I think that is the baseline reward. I mean, that's all we should get, is just grilled meats. Remember that time you used your wiener? Here's hot dogs and brats for the rest of your life, man. You earned it. Being a father, I think, is tough. I think we can all agree. Being a parent is hard. Raising your child is tough because we all want to raise a well-rounded individual, right? We want to teach our kids the things that we wish we would have known at that age. But it's tough because we all figure things out in life at different times and in different ways. Like me personally, I didn't even find out I had a son until he was already 3 months old. Which I believe is the blackest part about me. To be honest. But I also didn't find out I had a son. Or wait, no, I got that. I also didn't find out I had chlamydia until I got a prostate exam. Yeah, which I'm told is odd. Not the usual shit. I don't know why. At 20 years old, I went in for a prostate exam. It's confusing to me too. I was peeing weird, and I thought, you know what? Let's check my butt. A weird route, I get it. My son is pretty cool. Like I said, I'm kind of black, if you couldn't tell. I am kind of black, which means my son is a quarter black. It just means he's white. That's how that math works. I really thought I was bringing all the diversity to the table when it came to my son. I was like, a quarter black, if that's all I can do. Proud to do so for my boy, because his mom is 100% Dutch. Like I said, Holland, which, as you guys should know, the whiter of the whites, the Dutch. If you ain't Dutch, you're probably black or Mexican. You know the other one. Why give me the other one? This one's more fun. But no, his mom's 100% Dutch, and I was like, oh, that's pretty white. So a quarter black, that's all I can do. I'm proud to be in the pool, you know? And then his mom came out as a lesbian, and I was like, oh shit, he's half gay now too? You always want that for your children. This is more than I could have ever asked for, or provided, really, for my son. I love June. It is Pride Month. Give it up for Pride Month, all of our LGBTQIA community. Any queers up now? It's a great weekend. I love this weekend in Grand Rapids because almost every Pride Festival in Grand Rapids, they also make it on Father's Day, which is fitting. And as my custody agreement turns out, I also had my son this weekend. So I thought, hell yeah, dude. I thought, what better father-son bonding experience than to go down to the Pride Festival, show my son about, love in all its forms. I don't want him to grow up to be a bigot or anything like that. I want, open-minded. So in the spirit of free love, we went down there. I had him suck a couple of dicks. I'm sorry, I let him. have an opinion for himself. I don't want him to grow up to be confused like his mom was. I don't recognize him as himself.
I got a 2-year-old at home. And I don't know if y'all know anything about 2-year-olds, but they are fucking assholes. Oh, such a big asshole, like for real. It's like she just cut to like the 10th power. Like, I hate her sometimes. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy because I remember being like a guy without kids, right? And I just talk shit to my friends. I used to be like, one of my friends had a son that he would only eat hot dogs and ketchup. That's all he would eat. I was going to eat hot dogs and ketchup, and I was like, you a bitch ass parent. Because if that was me, oh, I'm gonna eat that broccoli. They gonna eat whatever I put on the goddamn table. You just a soft ass parent. That ain't how that shit work. My daughter going on 2 weeks straight eating nothing but corn dogs. Nigga, like that's her food pyramid. It's corn dogs and water. Corn dogs, nigga, like for real. Like that motherfucker, they gotta find a way home. I'm sorry, my friend. I called them up there and I apologized. They said, I told you, nigga. I told you. And then she like I don't even get to watch TV myself now no more. I want to see people that still pay for cable and shit. So now I gotta do like my daughter like runs the TV. You know what I'm saying? She just like, you gotta watch this, we gotta watch this, we gotta watch this. You gotta watch the same show over and over and over. And then again, and then like for real, right? Like we at the point now where I'm watching like Dora the Explorer like every day. Dora the Explorer, and I hate that little Mexican bitch. I'm telling you, bro, she gets on my fucking nerves. Like, stop that goddamn table banging shit over there, sir. Oh, do it again. That's what you call a dick, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, man, like you gotta watch Dora the Explorer over. And you know what? You know why I hate her? Because she be fucking with me. She knows what she's doing. Like she knows I'm watching this TV and she do this little stupid shit. And she do this stupid shit where she asks you a question and she just stare at the goddamn TV for like 45 seconds, which is way too much. She's like, where is the bridge? And you're like, this talking to me? It's behind you, it's behind you. Now I'm yelling at the TV like a black woman watching a horror movie. It's behind you, man. At that point, she's still staring at that bitch. And eventually, she's like, that's right, it's behind you. Like, bitch, I just said that 45 seconds ago, you whore. That's real racist because they got a Mexican. It's Mexican, but they got a little nigga named Boots. And I know that's a black character because like niggas don't know that wear fancy shoes like that, like for real. And the big red boots, and they playing with us, They're playing in our face. I promise you, they're playing in our face. Like for real, you know that's a black monkey. It's crazy. They watching fucking Blue's Clues. Y'all watch Blue's Clues? So I hate that blue ass dog too. Blue ass fucking dog. It's just man, it's just so much. You gotta find like different ways to like enjoy these shits, right? My way is Blue's Clues is basically Law and Order SVU for kids. Like it's like kid version. I think they should come up with like a way to join them shit together. Like they did like Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron, and they do like a collaboration episode, right? Steve get on that bitch like, we just found a letter. We just found a letter. We just found a letter. I wonder who it's from.
size. It's crazy because I don't like the way y'all be treating us. But y'all be acting like we chose the big size. Like, y'all be acting like we was getting made up and heaven. It was like, hey, Jesus, let me get that little one right there. The little dick. Like, give me the little dick. That's what I want. Like, women shame us all the time. Like, whatever we do, they shame us. Like, I'm gonna turn 34 in like a couple weeks, right? 34. Hey, when our birthday, we know? Shit, we got birthday twin over here. I'm turning 34, man, and I had a real bad experience happen the other day. My dick didn't work. And that was new for me. The first time. Everybody remember their first time. Like, for real, fellas, a lot of old motherfuckers here. I know you remember your first time. I know you remember your first time your dick didn't work when you wanted it to work. You know, when you're young as shit, motherfuckers, wind blow your dick in hard. Ready, man.